I've been suffering from lower back pain, but it's sort of spreading up to my upper back for a while now, and it was as a result of a cycling accident. Where essentially I was cycling uphill and came to a downhill, and my brakes went like and crashed into a wall.
I quite remember the time gap between when you had the accident and when we saw you a year ago.
It's probably about 3 years.
Yes, quite a while.
Between having the accident and about 6 weeks, it was such a dramatic from not being able to walk to, oh, I can walk again, I was active. And then it wasn't until about 6 to 8 months later that it all slowly started niggling and niggling and building up and building up. So it was sort of a mixture of, I don't know if I'm sat wrong at my desk and posture, or whether I was just confused.
So you were not sure, were you?
Yeah.
It was not like you had a fixed view on what your back was, but this whole pain was really distressing you.
Yes.
And the distress was kind of firing the system up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, at work especially. Yeah.
This has been going on for a while, and I'm trying absolutely everything I can do, but I am really getting to that.
Getting into it in. Gotcha.
I went to the doctors, the physio, Pilates, acupuncture, and had all sorts of things at work with stand-up desks and different chairs, tried loads of different things.
Yeah.
Before seeing you, it was anyone said to me, in physio, Pilates, you need to strengthen your core. And that was probably told to me by pretty much everyone I saw.
And you tried it?
Oh yeah, I tried.
Yeah, and did it help?
No.
I feel like I've sort of hit a sort of station at the moment. I have very bad days and okay days. I always feel it. There's never a moment, maybe when I sleep, that I don't feel it. But I don't feel as if I've improved at all.
And you were getting quite widespread pain from my memory in your back, but going right up through into your thoracic spine and even into your neck, was that right?
Yeah, sometimes,
Yeah. What impact does that have had on your life?
It's just, for example, I'm normally very active. I love my cycling, but I've had to really cut back on that. Things like certain exercises I can't do anymore. Things like just doing the hoovering I really, really struggle with now. Just really intense pain on my back. So it's just things like that, long walks and stuff I struggle with now, It's just very, very frustrating.
It was sort of two sides. There was a static sitting at work, which is a real problem because that was 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
And then there was the after I do exercise or a long walk or hoovering. Those are the main problems.
And I remember a moment when I put my hand on your back and it felt very tense, and I got you to close your eyes and remember the event of your accident, and your whole body tensed up.
What? Just try and do it now.
If you do it now. Oh, okay. What happened? What did you notice in your body? Tensed up,
just tensed up a bit, No, if I'm just imagining on my bike and it happened, I just go.
Yeah. So what did you think I felt?
Tense.
Yeah. Like your body's tensing.
Yeah.
So you can replay the thought in your mind, and you can see what your body's response is. Do you get that? And we thought there was some kind of post-traumatic stress thing that might have been happening that was just keep priming your nervous system to stay sensitized.
Yeah.
Not nice.
Sorry.
No.
It's not very nice, is it? But if you think about it, that frightened you. But that's something you experienced. And we often see this as someone who's had a really threatening event. We'll just have a look. I'm just going to get you to face this way. I'll tuck this up. Are you sensitive to touch?
No, I'd say a little bit, sort of tiny bit tense, tiny weeny bit tense, sensitive, but not that bad at all.
So I remember you were really sensitive last time. Just a touch, you made you jump.
Yeah.
That's tender. And then you feel it up through here, and then that bit, whoops, that makes you jump.
Yeah. I mean, that's my bad side.
Yeah, I'm going to get to the other one. Okay, so do you know how much pressure I'm putting on you there?
Not loads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes you jumpy, doesn't it? And do you notice you're breathing with that when I touch you?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're starting to hyperventilate a bit. So what's that doing to your head when I touch you?
Just make me cringe. Because I'm worried it's going to hurt.
Okay.
And it does hurt.
But if you think of it logically, if I do that to you, that doesn't hurt, does it? And if you look at the pressure that I'm applying, I can't possibly do you harm doing that. that tells me your system's really hypersensitive. Okay? And the hypersensitivity goes with this whole adrenaline state, where your system's like, your nerve endings are just wired up. So when you got pain, your response was to tense up, which obviously kind of seemed to me fitted into that whole accident where you actually anticipated the wall, didn't you? You could have seen it coming.
Yes.
So your body's response would have been to tense and protect.
Yeah, yeah.
And it seemed like that was replaying in your nervous system where you'd feel pain and your body's response was to tense up.
Yeah, yeah.
And so when you diffuse that response, it kind of had a calming effect on your system.
I think the big thing for me was the breathing.
So what I want you to do is, as you sit there, is just focus on your breath. And I want you to take, in your mind, take your breath to where you get your pain. And we got you to relax into the chair, breathe into your belly and relax, and that got you out of trouble.
Yeah.
Because you were in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. You're showing me you have some control of that pain.
Yeah.
Where normally you start fidgeting around because it's driving you nuts. You're sitting here and you can put your hands here and breathe and you can dissipate it.
Yeah.
That tells me that you have some controllability over it. That's very important. Because what it stops is it stops that anxiety, worry kind of threshold that puts you into more of adrenaline.
Yeah, yeah.
The other thing I told you last time is that I'm a very busy person. I always doing stuff like my mum. Like we just don't stop.
Yep.
And I think that's and I wouldn't say I've changed my lifestyle that much. I'm still a busy person. But I think it was the breathing thing that helped me.
So interesting. So what was your reflection on all of that?
So
what's happened in your journey? Can you tell us?
Yeah, I have your notes that have been on my desk at work ever since.
Okay. What were they?
So on a flip chart, you put at the end of the session, sit relaxed. If I feel pain, stop, relax, breathe, don't respond. And then it was more about, we spent a lot of time doing deep tummy breathing. And for about 6 to 8 weeks after the session last year, I focused a lot when I was at my desk, particularly in terms of when I felt the pain, and it was mainly right here and
that's right, it was on the left, wasn't it?
On my left side here, just to do exactly that, which is I had it right on my desk there, and just to stop and just relax and just take a minute. And I'll be absolutely honest now, in the last, I've never had to stand up at desk at work. I don't feel it anymore when I'm at work at my desk. In that, I think largely it's mind over matter. I don't think about it anymore. Okay. Which is amazing.
So how did that happen for you?
I don't know when it happened.
Because in my mind, this was absolutely dominant and crippling in your mind, this pain.
I organised some mindfulness sessions at work as well with my health and safety officer, and she organised those. So we did 4 sessions of those. I think it was the intensive 2 to 3 month period after that where I really I wanted to nail it. And I don't know when the transition period was between thinking about it and not, but I just don't think about it anymore. I don't need to think about it. It's exactly what. Yeah, I think I just don't think about it anymore.